Well guys, welcome back at 1stPlayer, and here we are building a pretty unique or weird hardware combo. So what's not really unique and weird is the CPU, GPU and motherboard combo, because it's gonna be just your average, very good value for money on the mid-range RTX 3090 with Ryzen 7 5800X3D, which can be had for much cheaper than even the RTX 4070 Super or like a 7000 series Ryzen. So these are the best value for money because with the X3D architectures they still run very well. So yes, then we have a 1000W PSU, okay, nice 1TB drive, sure, some RGB RAM, all to be expected. But what's gonna be really unique is this case from LC Power. It's the Gaming 900 Lumaxx Light. And you've probably never seen this one. The uniqueness of it is side cooled, so the tempered glass is interrupted, and then we have this 1stPlayer all-in-one water cooler. Now 1stPlayer is a manufacturer straight from Asia, and I think they are just now starting to distribute in the rest of the world. And now this thing is supposed to be not only RGB but to have a fully programmable water block. They told me it looks amazing and it cools amazing. So those two things are what I'm really interested in. Also because they're relatively cheap, to be honest. I will put the pricing of both of them on overlay, but they're very good value for money. So if they are good, you might see them more often on the channel. Now I say we get building. Okay, so with everything ready and already looking really nice, to be honest, it's time to actually open up the case, see what it looks like, and then plug everything in. Let's go. First impression is good. It did not static shock me, which is a good start. Okay, so first impression. Now it's actually smaller than I thought, which is cool. This thing is really cool, but if I see correct, they give us exactly 0 fans. I guess we will have to find some good fans and come back. Okay, so unfortunately they don't send you any fans with the case, and the case supports easily for 7 fans. Plus actually 2 more on the inside if one wants, so 9 fans in total. So here's my plan. We have 3 front radiator, which will go on top. Then we have 1 deep cool, just full white to go on the back, just taken from my personal build from a while back. And then we have 3 noise blockers. We have covered these on the past. Basically, these are very quiet and the RGB looks stunning. So I think for the see-through on the front, they will be very good. So fans are sorted. With that said, let's take a look at the case more. Okay, so first thing I want to do is just dismount this very unique side panel, which is made up of 2 pieces. So glass and then mesh. Now let's see. Okay, so you open it up like this. Bit scary process, and then this comes off, I think, in the same exact way. Yes. Okay, so for the inside it's pretty spacious. As you can see, we have the places for the fans on the front. We have these rubber grommets, this very cool thing which you can detach if you want to mount a 360mm all-in-one cooler on the front, and it is already predisposed for a vertical mount, which obviously makes sense since we have the mesh side panel, obviously, so it will help the GPU breathe. But you can also mount the GPU standard, which is what we're going to be doing today. The clearance on the bottom isn't too bad, but I say we open up the back. Okay. Now on the back side, it supports for big PSUs as well, and we will put that to the test today with that huge Corsair unit. Obviously, we'll take off the HDD bay to plug that beast in, and then we have some nice cable routes pre-made, which are good. Front panel as a USB 3.0, USB 2.0, front audio, and a Molex for the RGB. So even here, pretty standard. At this point, I say we mount the fans and maybe get to building. Now, Noiseblocker doesn't give you standard screws. They give you basically those things which you can use to mount your fan from the outside of your case, which is actually super useful. And I will show you how it works. Basically, you get a long screw, you have a rubber grommet which you just put in there, and it will also stop the vibration. And then you just screw it in on the other side from this, and so you can just use your screwdriver to thread this one from the top. And here we are with the build finished. Now, we did have quite a few issues with the graphics card actually, so in order to finish this video, and since the graphics card wasn't the focus, we just put a Founders Edition card in it, but it will still be relatively matched, I think. And then, as you saw, we also put those very good cable extensions from Reaper Cable. Now, they do look very nice and they feel the most premium out of all the extensions I've tried. Unfortunately though, this time I've had a few issues with the PCIe ones, so by pressing the cable, they were basically pushed out and the extension was basically broken. But I think it was a defective set because I've had them in the past and it didn't happen. But yeah, definitely something to keep in mind in that regards. But now we will first get off our chest the gaming results, which is what I think you guys are the most interested in, right? We did a quick run of Apex Legends and Call of Duty, and it was just very easy to keep 240 FPS locked at all the time. Matter of fact, on Apex we were maxing out 300 FPS after landing. Just goes to show how good the 3090 is, but also how good the 5800 X3D is. However, if you have one, you should undervolt it. You should also undervolt your graphic card, which is what we cover on the channel. We have guides for all of that. I have it organized in a few playlists. But yeah, crazy good performance, and the temperatures were also very good while doing that. Now, something really cool about the 1stPlayer CC all-in-one water cooler is you can read the temperature straight on the water block. You have to download their app from a very sketchy website. It takes like 10 minutes to load. Google warns you that the certificate is not valid, that they may try to steal your credit card, but in the end it works, so hopefully everything is right. All the RGB is just controllable via Aura Sync from the motherboard, so it's just intercompatible with the most common brands of boards, and it was just running well, running cool. We tested Prime 95, which is the hardest possible CPU test, small FFT, and even there it wasn't reaching throttle level. It spiked before the fans ramped up, but even there it wasn't reaching 85 degrees, which is the throttle level for the 5800 X3D, so that's very good in my opinion. Now, the GPU is also running pretty cool. It's not going over 70 degrees. Now, obviously we did a full repaste and repad on this card, but Founders, they don't run too hot, but they still have 24 gigabytes of VRAM to cool. So the fact that the case is just fully mesh really helps with the temperature. And now, speaking of the case, I think it's definitely something unique. I mean, just look at the way the side panel is mounted and the fact that everything is mesh, from the PSU shroud to the front, going through just the back, everything is just perfect. You can vertical mount your GPU in there, super easy, and it's just spacious. We took off basically the side cover from the 24 pin, but if you have a smaller GPU, you can keep it. So for the cable management is also very good cutouts. The rear is well done. Honestly, the only critique I have for it is they sell it to you with no fans. So you have to account in the price the fact that you don't have any fans in it, but all in all, it's pretty cheap. Like, for this caliber of case, I'd expect to pay double. Then obviously there are no fans, and it does require quite a bit of fans. But if you go with a cheap all-in-one, with a 360mm all-in-one on top, you have 3 filled out, so you only need 3 on the front and 1 at the back to make it look nice. So let's say you pay like 15 bucks per fan, that's another 60 bucks maximum you're gonna be spending. Now in this case, we went with Noiseblocker fans. Now we have covered these in the past and they are great. They look very nice. And they have a very unique mounting mechanism, by the way. But in white, they look even better. I mean, from the mesh through the front, this is a very unique mesh. It's basically a grilled mesh, very thin, one next to the other. I think they really look nice. So 10 out of 10 on Noiseblocker fans, especially in this case or in any kind of mesh case. They're great. Obviously, yes, the side cover covers your GPU. So if you have a very good GPU, you can only see it from the top, but that's rarely ever a problem, to be honest. So all in all, case 100% recommended. And the all-in-one cooler, surprisingly, 100% recommended because look, it has a USB cable for the LCD screen, and it is the cheapest LCD screen all-in-one cooler on the market, while performing very nicely. Yes, the fans look very similar to Lian Li, but I mean, all in all, it looks nice, and the water block was not copied. It's honestly the first time I see it. You can customize it with different light effects, with AuraSync or MSI Mystic Light or any software you want, and it just runs well, looks nice. Same for the case, very easy building experience. So definitely recommended for me, and especially recommended paired together. I think it's a very good combo. But do let me know down below what you think about it. Would you buy them? And also, please drop a like and subscribe if you liked the video. And hopefully I will see you guys in another video. Bye!